Good morning student. Let us start our science class. Today we are going to study or else we are going to discuss a new chapter. Okay, before that we'll start with a small activity. Okay, now just observe your surrounding. Better you can go to your kitchen and observe your kitchen and list out the object or else different materials you can find out in your kitchen. Yes, first I will give you few seconds. Okay, list out as much as possible. You can include all the materials what you can observe in your kitchen. Okay, yes. Next, make it 3 columns student. In first column write down heading as object or else materials. In second column write down the appearance, how it will be, very shiny or else not shine or else dull, shiny or dull. In third column write down the hardness of that one, that material, hard or else not very hard. Okay, yes. Now just observe the list what you have done before. In that just take the materials and put into the first column, that is the name of the material, all those things. Next just observe the material whether it is shiny or else dull. Let's fill the column first. Yes, I will give you few seconds. Yes, ready, right? Yeah. Now I will tell you some materials what is there in my surrounding. Yeah. First we can see one steel bottle, steel glass it is. Now tell me whether it is shiny or dull. Yes, it is very shiny. So write down, it is in first column shiny. It is my observation. You can write your own. Okay. Yes. Next, whether it is hard or soft or else not very hard. Yes, it is very hard. So write down it is hard one. Yes, any other what you have observed you can include all plastic bottles, steel, spoons, upon that any iron knife you have, anything, aluminium foil, anything, whatever you are observing in your surrounding, just make it a column and you have to write down the characteristic whether it is shiny or else dull, hard or not so hard. Yes, now observe that column very carefully. The table of column what you have now just now you have drawn, no? Yes, now tell me, yes, which and all you can see very shiny, upon that hard it is. Yes, now we come to know that in our observation, yes, some materials are very shiny, upon that they are very hard. Can you tell the name of that materials? What kind of material it is? Those are very shiny and hard? Yes, they are called as metals. What about other? Yes, that are the not shiny, that is a dull, upon that they are not very hard, they are soft. They are called as non-metals. In today's class, we are going to study more about materials, that is the metals and non-metals. Write down the heading of the chapter, that is materials. Materials, in that metals and non-metals. Okay, student, now tell me the example for metals. Can you give the example for metals? Yes, iron, aluminium, gold. What about the silver? Yes, silver. Many examples we can see for these metals. Can you find the examples for non-metals? Yes, first you have to find out the example. What are the example? Yes, this is a small homework to you. You have to find out the different examples for non-metals. Okay? Yes. Now, can you tell the first we'll study these metals. After that, after finishing these metals, we are going to study the non-metals. Yes. Now tell me, student, what are the physical properties of these metals? What is the properties of metals? Physical properties. Physical properties means what? Yes. Do you know what is physical property? Yes, this shiny. That is the physical properties of metals. By the appearance only we can see these physical, not because of any chemical reaction. Yes, these properties are called as a physical properties. Yes. Now tell me the physical properties of metals. Do you know any physical property? Yes, first one we come to know that metals are shiny. So that is the first point. Write down here. Metals are physical properties of metals. Write down the heading. Now metals are very shiny. So this is the first property what we have got. Second point we got what? They are hard. They are very hard. So write down the second point here. Very hard they are. So we can't break it very easily. Okay? Yes. Any other physical properties do you know? Yes. Have you seen the blacksmith beating iron? An iron? Yes. What he is doing? Continuously he is beating the iron, an iron nail. So what happened to that iron nail? It changes its shapes. Same thing the goldsmith also doing. What about the silver? Yes. Goldsmith, how they are designing the gold? By beating that one actually. See, he is giving he is giving force to that one. That time it is going to change, that metal is going to change its shape. Come to know? So all the metals they are going to change their shape on beating. Okay, if you are going to give the force, it is changing its shape. Okay, because of that we are getting nice designed necklace, gold necklace, upon that silver rings we are getting. Yes, this is because of that one. Yes. One more thing I will show you, students. See, this is a knife. See, what is the shape of this now? Like a sheet it is. Like a sheet it is. Actually, this is also iron. What happened? The blacksmith? He is going to beat the iron piece and he is giving this shape to this iron. See, such these are this is the type of characters, one of the physical characters of this metal. Do you know what it is calling? This property is called as malleability. Yes, write down. This is the third physical property what we are studying. That is malleability. Yes. Here E is there. Malleability. Okay. Malleability. Come to know? Yes. Now tell me, what is the definition of this malleability? Yes. The properties of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheet. They are called as malleability. These properties of the metals are called as malleability. So one more example I will show you, students. See, do you know what is this? Yes, aluminium foil. Where we are using these aluminium foils? Yes, to wrap the food materials. To wrap the food materials, we are using the bakeries. In bakeries we are getting the sweets and all by wrapping in these aluminium foil. Now just observe this, student, how they are giving this shape to this. Actually this is aluminium, metal aluminium. They are changing the shape into the sheet. This property is called as malleability of the aluminium. So come to know now what is malleability? The properties of metal by which they can be beaten into thin sheet. Okay, same thing the blacksmith is doing, same thing the goldsmith is doing, okay, to change its shape. Okay, now if you are going to do the same thing in, that is a beating, what will happen to the coal, or else what will happen to the pencil lead? Yes, do you find any change in the shape of these articles on beating? If it is a pencil lead, what will happen? It won't change its shape, it will break. Yes, similar changes if you try to beat a piece of coal or else in a pencil lead, we won't get such a result. Instead of that, if you are going to beat any iron, silver or else gold or else aluminium, we will get this sheet. So we come to know that only the metals are having the malleability properties, but non-metals are not having such a properties. Come to know now? Yes. So how many points we got? Shiny, hard and malleability. Next we will see any other points. Yes. Can you hold a hot metallic pan which is without a plastic or wooden handles and not get hurt? What will happen if you are going to touch or if you are going to hold any non-metallic pans? What will happen? Non-metallic pan, any non-metallic pan, if you are having which one? Teflon pan with the plastic handle, means if you are going to touch that plastic panel, nothing will happen. By using that only, by holding that only, we can remove from the stove, that pan from the stove. It's now just imagine, student, if such a utensils are not having any such handles, if it is a wooden handle or else if it is any plastic handles, what will happen if you are by naked hand, if you are going to try to remove that one from the gas stove, what will happen to you? Yes, it will hurt you because we will feel hot. So here what it indicates, if that pan is with plastic or with wooden handle, means nothing will happen to us. But if it is without plastic handles, means surely it will hurt you. So it means that all the metals are good conductor for heat and electricity. So they are the conductor of heat and electricity. Now one more point we got, that all the metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. So that we are using copper wires in electric circuit. So after that, switches are made from the plastic or else fibers, because to avoid the shock. Yes. So always the electricians using his screwdriver to operate the electric circuit. Now have you seen the screwdriver? Yes. Which kind it is? What kind of handle does it have? Yes, plastic handles. Why they are using the plastic handles over there? Is because it is going to conduct heat and electricity. To avoid that one, avoid that heat and electricity, they are using the handles, plastic handles or else a fiber handle. Otherwise what will happen? Yes, it may give shock to us, no? Yes. So that is one more physical property that is a conductor of heat and electricity. Yes, come to know no? Heat, how we have seen the example. If you are going to remove the hot utensil in our naked hand, we will get hurt. Same as that, for the screwdriver, they are using plastic handles. Come to know? Yes. Now, so how many points we got? 4 points we got. Do you know any other points? Other physical properties of these metals? Yes. Now one more property. Look at here. Look at here. What is this? Yes. This is a iron wire it is. Same as that, we can see the copper wires, silver wires, all those things. Now, here the properties of metals by which it can be drawn into wire. This is a special properties of these metals. They can be drawn into a wire. See, before we come to know that, they can drawn into a sheet. Now see one more character. It can be drawn into wire. See how thin it is, very thin wires they can do. Okay, because of that they can give such a shape to the gold, silver, upon that copper. Okay, yes. See, such a properties are called as ductility of metals. What it means? The properties of metals by which it can be drawn into wires. This property is called as ductility. So write down one more point. Ductility. Malleability means into sheet. We can draw into sheet. Here we can be drawn into wires. Come to know how many points we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different physical properties we come to know. Any other physical properties of metal? Yes, one more I will tell you, student. Have you seen the wooden bells in temples? Yes, have you seen any wooden bells in temples? Whether they are using any wooden bell? No. Why they are not using? Can you give the reason? Yes. Why? Because if they are using the wooden ring, it won't ring, or else we can't get any sound. Yes. Instead of wooden, what they are using? They are using a metallic ring. So metals are producing ringing sound. So such sounds are called as sonorous. Write down here one more point we got, that is sonorous. Yes, metals are producing ringing sound. This is one more the physical properties of metals. So if you are carrying steel bottle along with steel tiffin in your bag while you are rocking, it can make a sound. Yes, how? Yes, the sounds we can get. Okay, because yes, otherwise if you are going to beat any tiffin box or anything, it will get the sound. Instead of that, if you are doing same experiment in what a wooden box means, we won't get any sounds. If it is plastic box means also ringing sound we won't get. We will get some other sound, but ringing sound we won't get. That sound is called as sonorous. So this is also a physical property of metals. Yes. One more physical property, what? Hard we come to know. Upon that, lustrous we know. How many points we got now? 7. How many? 6 points we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points we got. So any other points? Yes, they have high melting point. Because of that, we can't melt any metals. It is very difficult to melt. But the goldsmith or else blacksmith, they are melting, they are giving high temperature to these metals, then only it may melt, otherwise it won't melt. So we know that it is a conductor of heat and electricity. Yes, so one more point what we have got now? High melting point. high melting point. So it has high melting points. Okay, these are the examples for what? Sorry, physical properties of metals. Now tell me students, can you give the examples for the metals? Different metals already we have discussed. Can you give the examples? Yes, gold, silver, aluminium, copper, iron. See, these all are the example for metals. Now I will give you one more example other than this, that is the sodium. Do you know what is sodium? Yes. Upon that, potassium. Have you seen the sodium? Where they are storing this one? How they are, whether they are the hard metals? See, the sodium and potassiums are the metals, but these two metals are very soft. We can cut these metals by using knife. That much soft it is. But iron, aluminium, all those things, it is very hard. But only two metals we can see, that is the sodium and potassium. They are soft metals. So write down here student, sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassiums are the soft metals. They are the soft metals. First point, second point we come to know here all are hard, but exception, see, excepting sodium and potassium, other all metals are hard, but these two are soft metals. This is a very, very important point. Now, how they are storing this sodium and potassium? Yes, in our laboratory, we are using kerosene to store this sodium. There is a scientific reason behind that. Yes. See here, if it is sodium, is directly exposed to the water or air means, what happens? It may catch fire and it producing one more product, that is a sodium hydroxide, etc. So what? To avoid that one, to get the elemental sodium, they are using kerosene to store the sodium. But we can cut that sodium by using knife because they are the soft metals. One more exception is there student, that is a mercury. Do you know what is the formula of mercury? Hg. Where we are using mercury? Yes, in the thermometer. You can see in thermometer. See, always the which one? Mercury is only one element, only one metallic element present in liquid form at room temperature. Other all metals we can see iron knife, see iron it is. We can see aluminium, upon that we can see gold, silver, all those things they are solid in their nature. In room temperature they are solid, but only the exception is mercury. Mercury is always liquid in room temperature. So come to know, these two are the exception. Other all metals are having the similar physical property. Only the exception is sodium, potassium and mercury. Okay. So in today's class we completed the physical properties of metals. Next class we are going to study the physical properties of non-metals. So we'll discuss what we have. Just will recall what we have studied in today's class. Yes. So we come to know that the materials, in materials there are two types. Material is made by two types of things, that is the metals and non-metals. So in today's class we have discussed only about the metals. Yes, in metals we come to know that it has a unique physical properties. So first property is they are very shiny, that is a lustrous. Lustrous property it has. They are very hard. Upon that third property what? Is malleability. We can turn into a sheet, beaten into a sheet. Yes. Fourth property, they are the very good conductor of heat and electricity. So we are using electric wires as a metallic electric wires. Usually we are using copper. Upon that, silver is also a very good conductor of heat and electricity. Next point, what we have got? Ductility. We can drawn into wires. Yes, next point what? Sonorous. Sonorous means what? Metals are producing ringing sound. This is a special character of this one. So we are using many we have the application, we are implementing or else we are using these metals in many areas. Okay. Next, they are hard, they are lustrous, high melting point it has. One more, the exception we have studied, that is the sodium and potassium. They are soft metals. They can cut by using the knife. Upon that, the mercury is one of the metal it is, but it is present in the liquid form in the room temperature. We'll write down the question, student. Yes. Write down the physical properties of metals. Yes. Next question. Why the electrician using his screwdriver handle is a plastic, or else why they are using plastic handles to the screwdriver? Okay. Next, one more question. Have you seen wooden bells in temples? Can you give a reason? Okay. Have you seen, or you have to give the scientific reason why they are using. Okay. Yes, thank you, student.